Well. Look who it is to see the rigmarole. A completely improvised comedy show based on your suggestions. How's it work? We go forwards and backwards in time. We play lots of different characters. Tell them about the Mark.
When you hear that sound, it means that one of us has an idea and we want to clear the screen and start something completely new. You may
Here's the part
notice
where you start to help us out. Type in some adjectives and nouns, and we'll get the title of our show. From that title, we will improvise characters, situations, scenarios, and the like, and to create a long-form improvised comedy show for your tickling pleasure.
With us today is the excited and athletic Kerby Joe Grubb, ladies and gentlemen.
We also have the punctual and maleficent.
Very.
I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Marc Little.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to do some adjectives and nouns, come up with the title of our show, a couple more suggestions, or we're going to be off and running. Let's run them down.
Burning.
Navigator.
Loving.
Florist. Hi, Marie.
Cameraman.
Oh, Jake's in town. Incipient.
Bulldozing.
Rhombus.
Quaint.
Essential.
Tuna fish.
Nice. Lazy.
Broad.
Cowboy.
Physicist.
Wet leaf. Wet leaf. I think it's pronounced wet leaf.
Wet
leaf. What do we like so far? I like
coral.
high enthusiasm.
I liked quaint. When I saw quaint, I liked
quaint. Okay. I like Quaint Cowboy.
Okay, boom.
Okay. This is now the title of this here episode, The Quaint Cowboy, or it could be A Quaint Cowboy, but let's make it the, since that's the title of our show. Next up, we're going to do, and thank you so for these awesome suggestions, Marie and Jake.
Thank you very much.
And thank you too for tuning in, seeing as how it's a very important part of the show. And okay, seeing as how I am in Europe right now, which there's no reason that you would know that or care, but I am. It's true. As you can see by this black background, that I am in Europe indeed. What does Europe do best? Now, if you're American, like both our audience members, you may never think about Europe or what they do. But I'm asked, so this is a good opportunity for us to, vacancy.
Europe is extremely good at vacancy.
Okay. Oh, I think we missed a couple from before. Pop.
Oh.
Loaves.
Oh.
Customer service. Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, how can I? Or healthcare. Jake, bring in the facts, bring in the truth. Pie. Is that PIE stands for something?
Personal integrated European.
Physical initiation entropy.
One day that's just the whole show. Type in letters and we'll make up acronyms.
Oh, architecture, very good. Bread. They do bread well, and you can get good bread at any little store, which is kind of incredible. That's not atheism. They do atheism. Maths. Thank you. See, Marie's getting the multi pronunciations going here, because we say math, but they say maths. I like the slash S.
They say maths. Oh,
gravity. They do gravity extremely well. Coffee. All right. What do we like here? Atheism.
I have to look at atheism made me laugh.
Atheism is very good. Very, very good. So we're going to go with atheism as our suggestion. And finally, what does the smell of gasoline make you think of? Maybe you have an olfactory response to the smell of gasoline. It could make you think of NASCAR or something like that, but reach back into the recesses of your mind and figure out what buried memory is back in there that makes you think what do you think of when you Crusades? Oh,
Crusades.
yes. Yes, those gas-fueled crusades. I love it. My grandma. Nice. Nice. It's true. Marie's grandma was a big hot rodder. Summer days at the lake with a boat filled up gas.
Oh, that's
The
good.
boat filled up gas. Summer days at the lake with a boat filled up gas.
Mm.
That sounds like a lyric to an old folk song. Road trip games.
Oh, road trip games.
Road trip games is nice. I like road trip games.
Okay.
Dueling.
Dueling.
Do you want to pick one, Mark? I don't want to.
Let's go.
As the pickage.
Yeah. Let's go. Road trip games.
Road trip games.
Okay, boom. Perfect.
Crusades is funny. Made me laugh.
Yeah, we may see a little bit about Crusades.
You may see some Crusades in the show. We'll see. We don't know what it's going to be because, as we said before, it's completely improvised.
To run down. Oh, what is that?
Unconscious.
Oh, that's also good. To run down our suggestions for what does Europe do best? We have atheism. For what does the smell of gasoline make you think of? We have road trip games. And this episode of the Rigmarole is entitled
Bam, 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 the Quaint Cowboy!
Welcome into Peter Willoughby's Old Time Saloon.
Oh, howdy there, Peter. It's good to see you today after that accident where you got kicked in the chest by that big bull the other day. We didn't know if you was going to make it.
Well, they say everything happens for a reason, Marcus, and so I take this open wound to be a blessing.
Oh my God, look at that open wound right on your chest in the shape of a horseshoe. Peter, have you seen Doc Predmore? Have you been down to Doc Predmore's and had that checked out?
Well, I did, but seeing as I'm not European, my health insurance is not the best.
Well, hey, I know you've always dreamed of going on to Europe. But Peter, you gotta get that open wound figured out before you can't be in here slanging sarsaparillas with a big open wound on your chest, bud.
Well, that's good advice, Marcus. Maybe I will go see the good doctor. I always forget his name though. Would you say it once again so I don't offend the man?
You must have hit your head on that rock damn hard, Pete. You got Doc Predmore.
Oh, Doc Predmore, of course. And yes, I did hit my head very hard. My vision is quite blurred right now.
Yeah,
quite blurred.
I gotta say, man, you don't really seem yourself. You used to be kind of a bombastic, personality, and people around town been saying ever since you got kicked in the chest by that bull and hit your head on Danger Rock. Now that I think of it, they call it Danger Rock, and you hit your head on. It's kind of a coincidence there.
It is kind of a coincidence there, Marcus.
Well, Bessie, you're a good cat. I'll run along. You've got your stomach untwined, and you're gonna be pooping real good from now on. Ethel, I'm ready for my lunch.
Okay, it's gonna be your favorite creamed corn and chicken feet.
Oh God, what? I can't eat cream corn and chicken feet. Another lunch. My intestines is all bound up.
I'm just looking for my classic order, grocery store clerk. Corn to cream and chicken feet to pickle.
uh, that I, sorry. I'm sorry. This is my first day. I'm just a little bit nervous. I just moved here from New Hampshire, and I'm still kind of getting the hang of the accent. So I'm sorry. What did you say? Creamed what?
No problem. I'm looking for corn to cream and pickled chicken feet.
Pickled chicken feet. Okay. Well, you know, um, the, Mr. Jeffers left me in charge for the day because he had to go to an appointment. I'm sure that we have it around here somewhere. Do you know exactly where he usually keeps it? Is it behind the counter here, or over by the
Oh,
shotguns, or?
Mr. Jeffers is a very trusting man to let a brand new Connecticut boy run his shop, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
that's right. How'd you know How'd you know that I was from New Hampshire, Connecticut? Can you tell by my accent?
yes, I can.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
a very
I don't mean to
specific
laugh.
accent.
I just thought of a funny joke about New Hampshire, Connecticut that my friends and I used to say when we were back growing up in New Hampshire,
No, go
Connecticut.
ahead. I like jokes. Do
Do you?
tell.
Did you want to hear it?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Um.
Tell it at length. I have time.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Why do
Don't
all
shorten it.
Okay, no, I'll go with the full version.
Do the full joke.
Why do all the trees lean towards New Hampshire, Connecticut?
Do I actually guess, or do you just have a punchline ready?
I mean, you can guess, but I don't know if you're gonna get it.
Maybe because of the relationship between the trees and the border between the two states, when specifically in fall when the temperatures change.
That's that's right. That's right. That's the punchline. That's the punchline of the joke.
Sorry to ruin your joke. I'd heard it before.
6 years earlier in New Hampshire, Connecticut. Get a load of this one, guys. Me and Tommy just wrote a new joke last night. Okay.
Listen to him. Listen
Okay.
to him. We
I'm
wrote
gonna
it.
say the setup, and Tommy's going to say the punchline. This is for you guys. Okay, first of all, let me call to order the 5th annual, we only meet once a year, joke club. Okay, I'm really excited. We bought a bunch of new jokes, and a lot of them are actually about our town, New Hampshire, Connecticut. But anyway, so now that that's out of the way, okay, guys, I'm sorry, I just jumped the gun. I was pretty excited about this joke. Okay, so everyone, settle down. Let me.
Settle down, guys.
Will you
just tell
settle
the
down,
joke?
guys.
Will you just tell the joke?
Look, I know everybody wants to get their joke in, okay? And everyone's going to have a chance to get their jokes in because you've been waiting all year. You've been writing jokes for a year.
I have a joke prepared, so if you two would just go ahead and fire it
Okay,
off.
all right. Well, that's
Fire
good,
it
man.
off.
That's good, Timothy, because you're up next. You're up
Fire
next
it off.
on the docket. Okay, great. So, why do all the trees?
Mom, I was at the joke meeting, the 5th annual, and I tell you what, I didn't even get the chance to lay down my absolute hilariously witty joke. These other guys were just taking up all the time.
I'm sorry. Oh, Timothy. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Well, it's okay, Mom, but it's not your fault. But these freaking guys, Mom, I come in and I tell them I want to tell a joke, and
it's my fault. It is my fault. And I'm going to put my tea down and I'm going to tell you why. Timothy, I saw Jeffrey's mother at the castle the other day.
Oh my gosh, you are Timothy's mother. You're
Yeah,
Timothy's mother.
that's me. That's me. I was just walking around the castle here in New Hampshire, Connecticut.
I come here for inspiration. When I'm feeling down, I come to the castle to be in the presence of something so majestic,
I
so
feel
European.
I feel the same
inspiring.
way. I'm the same. I'm Edna, Timothy's mother. I know we look the same. And
I'm Bernice.
oh, Burmese. What a beautiful name.
It is such a pleasure to touch your skin.
It is. You have very soft Connecticut skin. Connecticut is known for its soft skin, and Burmese, you have some of the softest.
Well, thank you, Edna.
So I understand that our boys are in a once a year joke writing club together.
They are, and I am so looking forward to hearing the stories of all the jokes that have been told, including some from your own son, correct?
Well, as Timothy's mother, I just have to say that he is very excited to come to the joke writing. I think it's the 5th annual, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the 5th
yeah.
annual joke writing, right? And he's been working really hard. And so I just wanted to make sure that when he gets there, that he has an opportunity that Jeff and Tommy and Dirk
Right.
and Planton, that those boys don't, that they don't like box him out of the joke time because, Timothy, my boy, he's got a lot of jokes that he's been working
Sure.
on for this year. And I just want to like talk to you ahead of time and just make sure that you lay some ground rules with your boys. Just make sure that there's enough room for everyone to get their jokes out.
I will absolutely lay those ground rules. I will absolutely. Here's the only issue.
The spear.
Are you? Please don't stab at me with that spear.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't stabbing at you. It's just that whenever I come to the castle, I just like to get interactive with some of the things that are around. Oh, look at this.
No,
Look at.
You've crossed the line. Now I will make sure. I will make sure that your son is boxed out of joke telling. I will make sure of it.
No, I am Timothy's mother, and Timothy is a wonderful joke writer.
I'll make sure of it.
Burmese, don't you dare.
Boys, here is one thing that
Mom, we're in the joke writing session. The 5th annual joke writing club competition is coming up, and we need. I'm sorry. I'm just been on edge lately. Sorry, Mrs. Jacobson. Your son, my best friend, has just been on edge lately, and we just feel a lot of pressure to bring our best A material. Yeah, we feel a lot of pressure, Mom. And I'm just sorry. I wanted you to go ahead and also when you're going to be done knitting that hat, because it gets getting cold outside in New Hampshire, Connecticut, and I just want to make sure it's warm when I go outside for the joke writing contest. Also, do you think that I could maybe get a hat, Miss? Because my mom doesn't knit. She lost her fingers in the shark accident, and it's not. I don't mean to laugh. It's just like that. It's. There's been a lot of we've generated a lot of material around it.
It's a beautiful day to swim, and I just did my nails. And I like them because they're the same color as clownfish. So orange and so beautiful. So orange and so beautiful. I have not been to the beach before, everyone. All of you strangers here at the beach. I've never been here. And I'm going swimming. And it's going to be great. It's going to be life-changing. And here we go. Into the water. Here we go.
A local woman, originally from our town here of New Hampshire, Connecticut, was mauled today by a shark in the ocean that everyone knows that we have here in New Hampshire, Connecticut, after giving a beach monologue. Authorities are warning people to not give monologues on the beach and paint their fingers like any types of fish, as this will bring the sharks toward the shore and make them very bitey.
Yeah, the name's Clem Harfel, and I am the head lifeguard out here. I think what we saw today is a classic case of two brightly colored fingernails and
Yeah, can you turn your mic up? We can't hear you.
I'll go ahead and start
All right,
again.
I don't want to interrupt the press conference, but your mic is like, I don't know if it's on.
It's the mic. The mic's on, so maybe I just need to talk louder. The name's Clem Harfel.
Now it's too loud. Can you? It's a little too loud.
Maybe
I think you gotta dial in. Do you have like a tech guy? We can dial in this mic.
Let me.
Let me just get a hold of this mic for a second. Can I just take a hold of your mic for a second? Okay, thank you. Yes, we're on. Check, test, check, test. Okay, we got good levels. How's that sounding, everybody? Is that sounding good? Okay, sorry, Mr. Lifeguard. Here you go.
No problem. You can call me Clem.
Here you go, Clem.
Thank you.
I just want to say, I've been I've written some jokes, and I just want to. I'm sorry to steal the moment. Yeah.
Can we get the lifeguard on the mic? We're very interested about what happened when they shark attacked.
Okay. Sorry. I don't want to steal the spotlight. It's just when I get a mic in my hand, I'm a little joke happy. Anyway, I'm sorry. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Clem back to the news conference.
No, I don't want Clem. Let this man tell his jokes.
Man
tell his jokes.
Okay, old man Jefferson, I appreciate that.
I support the arts. I support the arts.
Oh, honey, did you see that I'm reading in the paper that there's a press conference scheduled for this afternoon about that woman who had her fingers bit off by the shark. Are you going to go down there and yell things?
Of course. You know that they're having an art festival just 3 blocks down the road, and I support the arts.
You support the arts?
I, of course, support the arts.
I support the arts.
And in my opinion, public speaking is an art of its own, so I'd love to be down there and just support, no matter who's doing the public speaking. Hello.
I have been the publisher and editor-in-chief of the New Hampshire, Connecticut Gazette for nigh on 27 years. Given the low quality of printing such things as notices about press conferences and arts fairs, this will be my official suicide note, as I cannot, and I will not, and I shall not, and I dare not, and I cannot. I already said cannot. Shit.
Oh, well, welcome back in, Editor-in-Chief. Welcome back to the rope store. You back in the market for rope? We've got thick rope, thin rope. I've got some stretchy rope here that people have been using for bungee jumping. Let's see.
No. I need the opposite of bungee jumping rope. I need non-stretchy, grab tighty, hold strongy rope.
All right.
Also, I need a chair. And I need some paper and some pen.
Oh, you must be making a swing set.
Yeah, that's what it is. Swing set. It's my last and final swing set that I'll ever make.
Well, I mean, there's a first time for everything, right? Just because you make one swing set doesn't mean you have to only make one.
Did you see? Did you see last week's paper when we printed road trip games for an entire page? Did you did you see that in the Gazette?
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up, but I've been noticing that there's really just been a general lack of quality in any sort of what do you call it? Journalistic integrity.
Journalistic integrity. You know, when I was at Harvard journalism school, I had dreams of being the greatest editor in chief of all time. And look at me now. This is terrible.
Many years earlier in journalism school.
Office hours are open officially. I know there's a line formed, but we're going to go in classic order. First person in the line comes in first, second, and so on.
I have been waiting here since 4:30 this morning. My name is Jeffrey Tanston, and I have aspirations of being the greatest editor-in-chief in the history of news. I want to meet with you as you are the illustrious Professor Blickton, and I wanted to pick your brain. Sorry for the expression. Everybody, just slow down because this is going to take a while. I'm going to be with Professor Blickton for a while.
Jeffrey, they understand it's going to take a while. This is
do they understand that it's first come first and then second? Do you guys understand that first, second?
I don't understand. I'm in the line. Do I get to go now or?
Let me.
Excuse me. I have also been in the line, and is it first come, first serve, or is it first, second? I'm sorry. Is this? I'm not sure.
Sometimes I do it by mood, Gladys. But today we're going classic line order. We're going first in line first, second in line second.
First, second in line second, guys. Just
and Jeffrey, I beg of you, we don't need the full introduction every time you come to office hours. This is the third time you've been in this week. I know you have the big aspirations. I know you want to pick my brain.
Big aspirations to be the greatest editor-in-chief of a huge city newspaper like the New York Times, or possibly the Los Angeles Times, or the Seattle Picayune, or the Florida Times.
Well, okay. Well, understand. So you just named 4 or 5 newspapers. That's only 4 or 5 people on the planet, which is comprised of billions of people who can have those positions. You understand that? That's something you understand? Are you listening to me?
I should have listened to Professor Breatherbridge when he told me that there was 4 or 5 million people on the planet, and this is going to be comprised. I also was under the apprehension and the assumption that Florida was a city. And how did I get into Harvard? That Florida was a city.
Sometime generally around this time. A great idea for an article where I just list every single road trip game I can think of. So there's the license plate game where I say state, and then if you find that license plate, you get 1 point. So if I say Nevada, and then you find a license plate from Nevada, you get a point. I have another game where it's similar, but it's with colors. And it's colors of the cars. Boss. Oh, no, boss.
Sure. That sounds good. Let's print that.
Well, okay, as long as I have the support. Are you making a home gym with ropes?
Yeah.
I know you like climbing, boss.
Yeah, that's a home gym. That's what it is. It's my last home gym and swing set that I'll ever make.
Okay, well, I appreciate you having such a creative outlook. I mean, obviously, someone like you who came from a prestigious journalism school as steeped in creativity.
Dad, can we play some road trip games and then maybe you can write them all down and then maybe you can print them in the New Hampshire, Connecticut Gazette? Because, Dad, as I know, there's been a real steep decline in the level of journalism at your paper. And although you are just the coffee guy, maybe this could be your big break and you could pitch it to the editor-in-chief. Maybe he will print it.
Laird, I don't want you to be worried because you've heard about the steep decline at Daddy's business. But I appreciate you.
Don't worry about the steep decline at your father's business, Laird.
Laird, it's a great idea, and I will absolutely write these down, and I will take them to the editor-in-chief. He's very...
That's a great idea. Your father will absolutely do that, and he will take it to what you said, to the editor-in-chief, Laird.
That's right, Laird, and I appreciate that you're taking an interest in Daddy's business, because Daddy loves you.
We appreciate your interest, Laird, in the... Mom, shut up, Mom. Why do you always just copy and repeat everything Dad says? Laird, how dare you speak to me like that? I am your mother and the driver of the automobile while your father sits in the passenger seat and talks with his hands. I drive the car, and do not speak to me in this way.
Yeah, Laird.
I tell you that you are a terrible wife to Dad. You only ever repeat what he says, and you are not even that good of a driver.
Hey, Laird.
Are you gonna let him speak to me this way?
Well, I can. You know me, sweetheart. I can only push back on the points which I think are false.
He knows you, Mom, and he can only push back on the points that he thinks are false.
I think her driving is...
You have repeated your father, and that is my job, Laird. Do not hone in on your mother's job. I have one job in this family. It's to drive the car and to repeat your father.
That's true, Laird. That's very true.
Dad, I'm going to be better than a coffee maker at a newspaper. How
dare you, Laird?
I'm gonna be a joke writer for the greatest comedy show in the history of the world. You'll see. It's gonna be called Laird's Comedy Hour, and it's gonna be on CBS.
Fine, Laird. Forget where you come from, boy. Forget.
And I did forget where I came from. The next year, I went out on the road in order to learn things about the comedy world and the world in general that I would never have known if I sat in the back of that car and only listened to my mother repeat my father. Comedians have to learn what the world is like.
Welcome to Sammy's Bodega. And I'd love to teach you something about the world. You look like a traveler.
I am a traveler, and my name is Laird, and I am here at your bodega in Princeton, New Jersey, to learn something about the world. Are you from around here? You sound like you have an amazingly foreign accent.
Here's the first thing: you have to learn about the world. People from anywhere can be anywhere, and for me, I'm from Cuba.
People from anywhere. Hold on, I have to write this in my moleskin. People from anywhere can be from anywhere. And me, I'm from Cuba.
That's right. You want a ham sandwich?
25 years later.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready. Welcome to CBS Comedy Hour. It's the Laird Comedy Hour starring Laird McCucklin. Let's get him out here.
Yay, Laird! Yay, Laird! Yay, Laird! Yay, Laird! Yay, Laird! Yay, Laird!
Okay, everybody, let's just quiet down. Quiet down. Let's take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. All right.
Excuse me, you're in my seat. I'm actually in seat 7F. This is actually my seat.
As you can see on my ticket, that I'm actually in 7F. This is 7F. It says it right here.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, it seems like we have a little bit of a conflict going on. You know what? Let's go out there and let's see what's up. Turn the cameras around. Let's see what this is all about.
Okay, so
I'm sorry. He was trying to get my seat, and I have 7F, and he's saying the 7F is his seat. Oh yeah? What a hilarious situation. Perfect for a comedy show.
but it's actually I'm pretty sure. I can't pull up it right now because I don't have any cell service, but my ticket's on my phone, and I'm pretty sure
my ticket I printed online, and it's actually says 7F right here. Okay, not as funny as I thought it would be. Let's turn the cameras back to me, and I want to take you back in time. When I was a young boy, and I forgot exactly where I was from on purpose because my dad told me to, because
I used to be young.
Okay, this is not an interactive show, so let's just quiet it down. Can we get that guy out of here, please? And when I went out on the road to figure out what the world is all about, I met a young man who was middle-aged named Hector. And let me take you there right now. My name is Hector, and welcome to my bodega. One thing that I want you all to know is that when you are from anywhere, you can be from anywhere. I am from Cuba. Peter? Peter, it's me, Doc Predmore. Get in here. Get your ass in here. Did you, Peter? Look, let me see that open wound on your chest that I've been hearing all about. Oh, good God! It's in the shape of a horseshoe.
It's where I got kicked.
Was it Jasmine who kicked you?
Yeah, Big Jazzy likes to get her hooves dancing.
Jasmine just kick you right in the chest. What was you doing behind Big Jazzy, Peter?
Well, I like to inspect the creature from all angles before I make a purchase. And you know,
I understand that, Peter, but you gotta understand when talks to Big Jazzy or anybody, you know, like I'm the local veterinarian, as you know. And I'm the kind of veterinarian who gets to know all the animals in the entire town, okay? And I know Big Jazzy Jasmine. I know her damn good. And even though she's a bull, she identifies as female. So we won't respect that, right?
Well, yeah, and that's why I wanted to consider purchasing her
to
diversify my own farm.
And I get that. I get that. But here's the problem, bud, is that we all knew you before you got kicked and you hit your head on Danger Rock. And now it's like before you used to be a big personality. You used to run that there saloon slanging sarsaparilla and being real loud and crazy. But now it's like everybody in town says, well, Peter's gone quaint on us.
Before Peter hit his head. Hey, welcome in, folks. Come on down, sit down, and grab yourself a nice sarsaparilla.
Okay, okay. Thank you. I'm just here on vacation with my family.
Well, this gonna be a vacation you ain't never gonna forget, out of towner. You grab yourself a seat and we gonna pour you up some drinks when you're here. Your family. And your family's my family. Go ahead.
We actually read about you. We heard that this was the most bombastic saloon in all of Texarkana, and we wanted to come on in here and feel some of that bombast. And here it is. I mean, it's really special.
Well, I'd love to mix you up my specialty.
I was the one who found the article online, and I had to convince my husband to come because he wasn't gonna.
Honey, you don't have to go into the details. He's doing his bombast right now.
No, I love to hear how you found it. Put out your hand so I can kiss it.
Put out
your hand so I can kiss it.
Well, here's my hand right here.
Oh, you're so squirrely.
And right here. Here it is.
Okay, all right. Well, you just take it easy. That's my wife. We are married.
Sir, I'd like to kiss your hand as well. Go ahead and put them on out there. I'd like to kiss your hand.
My hands. Okay, all right.
Come on.
Let's do it.
You don't run a successful saloon by not kissing hands. Let me tell you that, my friends. Now where I see you're affected by that. You're not the first.
Oh my God.
That's right, pal.
And that day with that hand kiss changed everything for me. That's the day I decided to leave my wife and go on to the atheism.
Well, I hope you're ready for atheism because it's no easy journey.
I was on a road trip with my wife, very happily married, and we just paddle over this way.
Well, it's the Mississippi River. You don't paddle and you get washed away, my friend.
That's understandable. As I was saying, just brief history about me. Just a pretty normal guy from.
There's no God, by the way.
Wow. This was what I was hoping to get into when everything changed for me, when I got my hand kissed by that very bombastic, not quaint cowboy / saloon manager.
You know the science of being bombastic?
Is there science behind it?
There's a science. It requires a certain amount of physical energy that people can't even comprehend. Let alone. Pardon me?
Sorry, I was getting washed away there. I stopped paddling for a second.
I understand. It's a very mighty river, the Mississippi. And guess what? It's created purely by nature. God had nothing to do with it.
Okay, say more about that, because so there's a nature that is in charge of things, but not God. Is that what atheism is? And also, by the way, you come very highly recommended as the most sought after atheist teacher in all of North America. Honestly, well, I was. Thank you for bringing me out. I know you didn't have any time, and so we had to do it on your canoe trip. So I really appreciate you. Letting me join you.
Well, it's my pleasure. I think what's important is to spread the good news of atheism, and to make sure that people understand that, yeah, nature, people might think of it as some magnificent power, but nope, it's not, right? It's just not. It's what it is it just happens, right? It's something that I don't need to read about the fairy tale books and the great Mother Earth or Father Sky or anything like that. Not even keep paddling. You have to. If you stop paddling,
I'm just getting so caught up in everything you're saying that yes.
It's an important thing. It's an important thing to get caught up in, because some people just choose to get caught up in some sort of other world. Do you understand? And the only world that really exists, as far as I'm concerned, is a world of random chance. And if you just allow yourself to believe in anything, well, you just like us in the mighty Mississippi, you just drift away. You just drift like some sort of foolish idiot. But no, keep paddling. I mean, let's think about it from this perspective. If God is so real, why did he let those dirty Europeans do the Crusades?
Jacques.
Yes, Louis. Go ahead.
Jacques, pass me the soap.
We don't have soap. We use blocks of dirt.
Jacques, pass me your block of dirt. My block of dirt has turned to mud.
Of course. And you know what I like to call this block of dirt? I call it my special signal.
Your special signal. Why is it called your special signal, Jacques?
Because when I find this block of dirt, it is my signal to me that it's time to rub it on myself.
Jacques, I feel like this is making us dirtier when the point is to try to be clean. No?
For me, the only true clean is nature. So I rub nature on myself and I feel clean. Yes?
Jacques, I totally understand what you're saying right now, and I really believe it. So I was thinking, I have a pitch for you. Jacques.
I'm listening, Louis. Go ahead.
What are you thinking about how we do? What do you think maybe we do a crusade? Huh? I mean, we get all dirty up. We go out into Europe, around here in Europe.
Where we are.
Other places here in Europe. And maybe we do a little crusading. And we take some villages and we do some pillages. And maybe we...
I like it. I mean,
we spread the word of nature.
I have a sword. I have one extra sword that you can borrow, and I think we go door knocking and we spread the message. And anyone who is not interested can. So,
Jacques, you are a very nice person to think that you can knock on a door and that is a crusade. But maybe it is a good way to start.
I would like to. Knock, knock, crusaders at your door.
Second.
We'd love to spread the message to you if you have time.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. I have a message.
We are in the middle of our dinner right now. As you can see, my family is eating porridge, and so it's sort of interrupting us. What can I do for you?
What are your beliefs regarding nature?
Is this a crusade?
This is a crusade. Say something.
I knew it. I knew this was a crusade.
Say something that acknowledges the part of nature.
Oh.
Say something.
I like trees.
Not fast enough. I would love to kill your family now.
So, for the 5th annual joke writing club, next up we have Jeff, whose mom has been telling us all what to do. Jeff, why don't you come on up here and give all your jokes, Jeff.
So. Where to start? Where to begin?
You got this, hon. You got this.
Okay. Joke one. Thank you, Mom.
That's okay. You got it. Do the one about the time we went to the castle.
Okay. If you think about Europe, there are a lot of old buildings, and
This is the setup. This is the setup. Everybody listen up.
That's right. You guys hear my mom? This is the setup.
This is the
This is the-
setup for the joke, everyone. So just listen up.
And-
It's a little long, but try to follow.
Yeah, try to follow along if you can, idiots. Because this is the part where we set up the part that's going to be the punchline. Come on.
That's right. This is the setup of the joke, and then the punchline comes. You guys are idiots, so listen up and make sure you laugh, because this is funny stuff.
Anyways, idiots. So here we go. This is the part when you're outside the castle and you're looking around and you're like, wow, lots of big rocks. Maybe a big wooden door. Oh, look, a window where one would shoot arrows through. Well, guess what? Then you go back to your own house and you start to feel inadequate. You think
you guys don't get it. You guys are idiots. That was a very funny joke. Inadequate. Don't you? No one?
Yeah, if you guys don't get it, it's not my fault, it's your fault.
Come on,
Okay?
Jeff. Let's get out of here and let's go call your dad and see if he'll come home.
All right, we're going to go call my dad maybe this time. Now that I performed live, he will be willing to come home.
Hello? Yeah? Who's this?
Hey, Dad, it's Jeff, your son.
I'm sorry, you're crying too much. Did you say this is my son Jeff?
This is your son, Jeff, Dad.
Okay, when I left you and your mother, what did I say I was leaving for?
You said, I'm leaving for a family that performs.
Exactly. Not a son and wife that cry.
No.
Okay, so why are you calling me?
Dad, I'm still at the comedy club and I just got off the stage. I was just performing, Dad. They loved it. They absolutely loved it.
Well, son. That's a big step forward. As you know, I only want to be involved with family members who perform. So, well, is there like a videotape or something I could see of this performance? I certainly would like to see how it was.
I think the club does some sort of recording. I will go try and find it. I'll talk to the sound guy. He's probably also the videographer.
Okay, great. I'm at the Jolly Roger, right down the street from your mom's house and the house that I formerly lived in before I left.
Okay. Well, I always appreciate your specificity, Dad.
Okay.
Well,
Go get that tape from the comedy club, and why don't you swing by the Jolly Roger, room 218?
Okay, I'll be there soon.
Okay, son, I'm looking forward to seeing it, and maybe we can work something out.
I'm looking forward to it too, Dad. Please tell me you guys recorded my set. Please, you guys recorded the sets, right? You guys recorded the sets, huh?
Jeff, we were running a camcorder on the set.
Good, great, good.
But Jeff, I mean, you refer to this as a comedy club. Like, this is my my basement bathroom, and it's rather large, and that's why my mom lets me use it. But I just have to say that, like, this is not like a comedy club, and I just don't know that, like, I just don't think this tape is going to be the thing that, you know, that you want it to be.
No, I performed though. I was up front. I was up front. He's gonna love it. I was up front.
Okay, all right. Like, let me just eject it out of the camcorder. Okay, now you actually need to put it inside this larger VHS tape in order to play it. So, I mean, I know that this is really important to you, and everybody in New Hampshire, Connecticut knew that your dad left for a family that performs, but he hasn't been able to find one. So I just, even though you've been really mean to us, and your mom's like, I know, but like I know that comes from a place of like insecurity about your dad leaving your family, and I just wanted you to like say good luck to you once you take this VHS tape that has a smaller digital high 8 tape inside of it, that has your performance on it. I cut it up a little bit. I thought maybe like it would help it a little bit just to like be edited slightly. So good luck.
You cut it up in camera?
Yeah, I cut it in camera. Actually, because on my Sony DR7 there is an in-camera editing here, but it's just to take out some of like the more harsher things that said, like I just cut out when you called us idiots, really, just because I thought that didn't really work, and then that your dad wouldn't really like that very much. So I just did it in camera.
This means so much to me, and to have such a technical wizard back here editing live is a gift, is an absolute gift, and I swear my dad he's gonna love it. He's gonna love it.
Jeff, when I set up the annual comedy club meeting, if it helps one person get this dad back, then it was all worth it.
It's gonna be worth it. It is worth it. I swear to you, it's gonna be worth it.
Hey, son, come on in. You found it. Okay. Oh, is that the tape?
This is a tape, Dad. It's got a digital high inside of this VHS.
Oh, I know it. I know it well. It's a common comedy club type of technology. I have a VCR right here. Can I go ahead and pop it in? This is pretty exciting, son. I mean, you were up front, right? Were you up front?
I was all the way up front, Dad. I was the one on the mic. Okay. I was the one performing.
Okay, well, son, I'm really excited. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this in the VCR, and then
I'm very excited to have you back in my life, Dad. I'm very excited.
Well, hang on, hang on. Let's see what the tape has to say, and we'll go ahead and just press play right here.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. I just gotta turn the volume. You know what? Let me rewind it. Oh, well, now the sound's on. Okay. And play. Volume up.
Hey guys. So I know a lot of you people don't know a whole lot about culture, but in Europe they have castles. And sometimes if you go to the outside of a castle, you look at it and there's the rocks and the big wooden door and a tiny window slit. Well, guess what? This is a setup for the joke, and the punchline's coming soon. Yeah, thanks, Mom. Absolutely. So I hope you guys think about that when you're at your own homes and inadequate. Thanks for laughing, everyone.
Stop. Eject. Son.
What do you think, Dad?
I'm going to come back home to you and your mother. You won, son. You did it right. Now, son, I could tell that this tape was edited.
Well, yeah, he edits in camera.
Yeah, I could tell it was an in-camera edit job. It was a little hacky, a little choppy, but you know what? I'm not going to hold that against you. It shows that you're professional. That you want to show yourself in a professional way. And I just want to say that this VHS tape that has the high 8 tape inside of it as a playing apparatus is the key to you getting me to come back. Let's get in the car. Take my suitcase. Let's get in the car. Let's head back home up the street to the house that I purchased with your mother.
And we all used to live in together.
We shall live in together again. This is it.
Dad, I'm thrilled.
So, Peter, as you can see, Jasmine is one of the finest bulls in all of the county.
Fantastic. Absolutely
okay,
fantastic.
all right. Look, man. you can't be so bombastic around her, okay?
Oh, wait, hey, if you don't mind, I'm just going to take a closer look. I like to have a look around from every angle. So I
Yeah,
can
I
experience.
understand that. But stop doing all these voices, okay? Just do your normal Southern
Woo!
voice. Just do your normal Southern voice and stop
All
moving
right.
around so
All
fast.
right.
All right.
Please.
Or you're gonna get yourself kicked in the chest. You're gonna hit your head on Danger Rock.
Jasmine would never kick me, and that's just not the type of bull she is, right? Because I respect Jasmine's choice.
Don't walk behind her. Don't do that. No. No. Peter.
What happened?
I'm sorry. It's me, your wife, Tammy.
Hello, Tammy.
Peter, ever since you hit your head on Danger Rock, you're just not the same bombastic man that you used to be. And I just want you to know that now being so quaint and everything, that works for me a lot better than your former personality. There was many years there where you got more and more bombastic, and I was just hoping you'd get more and more quaint. And now, are your eyes bleeding again? Here, let me help. Let me help with that.
They are bleeding again as part of the incident.
That's part of the incident. And you know what? I promise you, Peter, since now you're so quaint and everything, that I will take good care of you. Okay, and I want you to know that there's no shame in being quaint. Okay,
Well, it's just never who I planned on being. But now let me tell you, I walk outside and I see the sunshine and I think to myself, what a nice day. I have
Ride 'em, cowboy.